Hello student. Now today we are going to start the new chapter, and the new chapter is synthesis of the network, in which we have studied the network function, uh, polynomials, and the positive real function, properties of the LC emittance functions and their properties and their functions, like the synthesis of LC driving port impedance, synthesizing of LC circuits, example of the synthesis. Apart from this, we have solved some numerical problems and go one by one. What is the network function? If I set the network function, see, if I set the network function, it means in a frequency domain, network function are defined as the quotient obtained by the dividing the phasor corresponding to the circuit output by the phasor corresponding to the circuit input. What it does mean? What does this mean? What is the function of this means? We have take some example of that, some derivation taking, and after that we have studied this. What is the actually terms? How do you define the term network synthesis? And in the frequency domain, network functions are defined as the quotient obtained by divide the phasor correspondence. So there are two words is there. See, there are two word is there. One is network function this phasor corresponding. Take, right. See what it does mean, the phasor correspondings of the circuit by the phasor corresponding of the circuit output, and the function are the is what is actual it does mean. See in this, see, see, if I said, if I said uh, the general form of this equation, if I said the general form of the network function, these fs, what does it mean by the fs? This is the, this is fs means what you said, that the degree of the numerator of basically this is the function with respect of s domain, and these are the, these are the function of denominator dy, and you can say dy n. See what you say, if I said what it does mean, the in simple word, the network function fs are the ratio of output phasor. So this is nothing but the output of the output of the phasor, output of the phasor. I will come to the next, and this is the divided by the, and the output of the phasor and input of the phasor, and this is nothing but the input of the phasor. So this is these are the, this function is the ratio of the output of the phasor and output of the phasor and the input of the phasor. See, so this is the main criteria behind that. See, and if I said in general function term of the network function, so we are written it like that, we are written like that, मीन्स नेटवर्क फंक्शंस को अगर हमें डिफाइन करना है तो हम इसको फेज़र लेंगे. अब यहाँ पे फेज़र इनपुट और फेज़र आउटपुट का क्या मतलब है, अब हम ये समझ लेते हैं. लेट्स चेक इट आउट व्हाट इट डज मीन बाय द फेज़र इनपुट एंड द फेज़र आउटपुट. सो आई एम क्रिएटिंग सम स्पेस फॉर दैट. सी, if I said the phasor input and the phasor output, what it does mean, what इसका मतलब क्या होता है. If I said fs, function with time, fs. See all student carefully, it is clear here. See, if I said fs, fs is equal to, what is graphical represented? If I have taken the x axis and y axis, right? So if I put it here, अगर इस वाले डोमेन, इस वाले डायरेक्शन पे अगर हम जे डब्ल्यू इमेजिनरी एक्सेस लेते हैं, जे ओमेगा जिससे डिफाइन करते हैं इन टर्म ऑफ फ्रिक्वेंसी डोमेन, तो हम इसको जे डब्ल्यू लिखेंगे. right? And now if I take in the y direction, then I have to take in that the sigma, right? So these two function are there. So if I, one is the imaginary axis, and the this is the real axis. So if the functions coordinate lies between here, lies between this direction, then system will be stable. If the roots of the system, if the roots of the system lies in this domain, then the system is stable. If the roots lies in this direction, then system will be unstable. So I have taken some short form because written of with mouse is very difficult over here. So this is the unstable system. If the roots of this system lies between this, मतलब है कि अगर सिस्टम का रूट इस डायरेक्शन में, इस पोर्शन में लाई करेगा, तो हमारा सिस्टम अनस्टेबल हो जाएगा, ठीक। तो ये हमारा क्या है, ये हमारा इमेजिनरी एक्सिस है, इसको हम इमेजिनरी एक्सिस कहते हैं, और इस वाले को हम क्या कहते हैं, इस वाले को हम कहते हैं रियल एक्सिस। तो कोई भी सिस्टम का जब भी हम कैरेक्टरिस्टिक निकालते हैं और उसका रूट देखते हैं, उसको ये इसको कहते हैं रियल एक्सिस। अगर इसका हम रूट देखते हैं, इसका अगर हम रूट देखेंगे, इसका अगर हम रूट देखेंगे तो क्या कहेंगे, इसका रूट कहाँ पर लाइज होना चाहिए, इस डायरेक्शन में, तो उससे उसका सिस्टम का कैरेक्टरिस्टिक पता चल जाता है। तो यहाँ से हम लोग डिफाइन कर लेते हैं कि सिस्टम बिहेव कैसे करेगा। सो दीज आर द मेन fundamental of the interpretation of the this fs. So these are the function, these are the, in terms of function, if I said these are the function. So there are the main means, if I said now with the help of this with this equation, this equation, this is called the general equation, इसको general equation बोला जाता है नेटवर्क फंक्शन में। We have described the necessity condition, means some necessity condition must be satisfied to derive this equation. And what means, what are the conditions, so when we have described the necessity condition for the stability of the network function, there are three main necessary condition for the stability. इस इक्वेशन को सेटिस्फाइज करने के लिए तीन महत्वपूर्ण कंडीशन है, जिसको जो जब सेटिस्फाई होगा तभी इक्वेशन स्टेबल होगा। अब हमें देखना होगा वो तीन कौन कौन से हैं। लेट्स चेक इट आउट। फॉर दिस नेटवर्क फंक्शन दे आर like that. If I said the degree of the numerator fs should not be exceed the degree of the denominator by more than the unity, right? See, what does it mean? See, the degree of the numerator fs should not exceed the degree of the denominator by more than unity in the unity. In other word, m minus n should be less than or equal to 0. So m, what is m and what is n? I have described here m minus n should not be less than equal to, should be less than or equal to 1, should be less than or equal to 1, right? So this is the first condition, this is the first condition. So what does it mean? m और n क्या है? m और n आपका कोफिशिएंट है, ये हो गया n, m and this is stand for the n, this is stand for the n. तो इन दोनों का डिफरेंस इस जब हम निकालेंगे तो क्या होना चाहिए, लेस देन इक्वल टू 1 होना चाहिए। मीन्स व्हाट डज इट मीन, द डिग्री ऑफ द न्यूमरेटर fs should not be excess the degree of the denominator more than unity मीन्स एक से ज़्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए, लेस देन 1 होना चाहिए डिफरेंस, ठीक है। नाउ द सेकेंड वन, एफ एस शुड नॉट बी मल्टीपल पोल इन द जे डब्ल्यू एक्सिस और द वाई एक्सिस इन द रियल पोर्ट। इसका क्या मतलब है, सी अगर हम यहाँ पे बना देते हैं, यहाँ पे अगर हमारा ये है, ये जे ओमेगा है, j omega is imaginary axis and this is the real axis. So what it does mean, the what is does mean, the second one criteria is fs should not be multiple poles on j, means यहाँ पे मल्टीपल पोल्स नहीं होने चाहिए। अगर रूट्स करेक्टरिस्टिक्स एग्जीक्यूशन के रूट्स यहाँ पे लाई करेंगे तो सिस्टम अनस्टेबल हो जाएगा। तो ये भी एक कंडीशन है, एफ शुड नॉट बी मल्टीपल पोल शुड ऑन द JW axis or the right half the or you said the f should not have the poles on the right half of the S plane, right? And now the next the third one is that is telling us the fs should not be poles on, yeah, fs should not have the poles on the right half, right means इस डायरेक्शन में पोल नहीं होंगे, अगर इस डायरेक्शन में पोल होंगे तो सिस्टम अनस्टेबल हो जाएगा। तो दीज टू 1 2 and 3 criteria must be fulfilled for the network function, see. Now let's go for the next chapter, next point, next section is there. See this Hardware polynomial, it stated that if the stability criteria, if the all above the stability criteria means 1 2 3 तीन stability criteria जो मैंने बताए हैं, if all the above stability criteria are fulfilled, means this three condition must be fulfilled, then we have stable network function, then the denominator of the fs is called the Hardware polynomial. So these criteria must be fulfilled. Just look at it. Just see these are the criteria. So if these criteria has to be fulfilled, this criteria, if we have fulfilled this criteria, then it said if the stable network function, then the denominator fs is called the Hardware polynomial. अब Hardware polynomial means ps divided by qs function, so, right, where qs is the Hardware polynomial, but we have something property, we have some properties of Hardware polynomial, means we have to check it out what are the properties of the Hardware polynomial to solve the problem by equating this equation. So let's check it out, what are the properties. See there are प्रॉपर्टीज़, चेक इट आउट वन बाय वन, एक एक प्रॉपर्टी को हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे और ये प्रॉपर्टी क्या है, कैसे काम करता है, क्या करेंगे, ठीक है। फॉर द रियल वैल्यू ऑफ एस वैल्यू ऑफ द फंक्शन पी एस शुड बी रियल, फॉर ऑल रियल वैल्यूज ऑफ एस of the function ps should be real, and the second one, the real part of the every root should be either 0 or the negative. Now excuse me, now let's consider the coefficient of the denominator, right, and taking some function of that Hardware polynomial. Here it should be noted that the function bn minus 1 b0 must be positive, and bn and the bn minus should be not equal to 0 simultaneously. Means these criteria must be satisfied while we are solving the Hardware polynomial. So these are the properties of the Hardware polynomial. Now check it out one by one. Now let's check it out. See, the continuity of the function expression of even and odd and even part of the Hardware polynomial should be given the positive and the real parts. So what it and in case of purely even and the purely odd polynomial, we must do the continue function with the derivative of the purely even or the purely odd polynomial, and the rest of the procedure is same as the mention as point 4. So what is the does means these are the condition, or these are the some properties of the polynomial. If I said for what we from the can if we conclude the properties of this way, from the above conclusion we conclude that a very simple result if all the conjugate of the quadratic polynomials are real and the positive, then the quadratic polynomials always has a Harvard polynomial. What does that mean? It doesn't mean is it does mean it does mean means if I take some quadratic equation like that, b x is equal to a x plus b x plus c, right? So what these are the quadratic equation and quadratic equation. So the conjugate of the quadratic polynomial are real and positive, means its roots are real and one root are negative, means plus minus, you can say that plus minus b, right? Means you have to written that d is equal to b square minus 4 a c. See, then the polynomial are always in Harvest polynomial. मीन्स अगर हमारे क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन के रूल्स हमेशा रियल और पॉजिटिव आएंगे तो हमारा जो हार्डवेस्ट पॉलिनॉमियल है वो हमेशा पॉजिटिव एंड रियल आएगा. एंड बट अगर हम पॉजिटिव एंड रियल फंक्शन को इंटरप्रेट करें तो व्हाट डज मीन द पॉजिटिव एंड द रियल फंक्शन? एनी फंक्शन विच इज़ इन द फॉर्म ऑफ एफ एस, जो भी फंक्शन हमारे पास जो भी फंक्शन एफ एस जो है वो मीन्स the function which is the form of fs uh, be called the positive and real function that fulfills these these of input conditions. Means fs should be uh, some condition which we have to describe. Any function which is in the form of fs will be called in a positive real function. It fulfill these input condition. So what are the input condition? See, there are the several input condition in which we have called the fs should given the real value for the real value of s, and ps should not as a Harvard's polynomial, means it not satisfy the conditions. And the third one, if we substitute s is equal to s is equal to jw, if we substitute s is equal to jw, where one separating the real and the imaginary part, the real part of the function should be greater than or equal to the 0, means it should not be non-negative. This is the most important condition, and we will frequently use this condition in order to find out the find out the find out the function find out the function is positive or positive real or not. Now once we substitute in s is equal to jw, fs should be possess simple poles, and the individuals should be real and positive. So these are the conditions must be satisfied, and while we are solving the equation. And uh, if I said some real properties of the function and the real properties of the function, there are the four very important properties of the positive and real function, and that can be written like that: if the both numerator and denominator of fs should be the positive polynomials, and the degree of the numerator fs should not be exceed the degree of the denominator by the more than unity. In other words, we have said that n minus h should not be the less or equal to the 1. And the third one, if the fs is a positive with the real function, and the reciprocal of fs should not be positive and real and the real function. And the last one, remember you, the the more positive real function is also the positive real function, but it can it it cause of the difference, it may be or may not be positive real function. So the following above what I have said, that the following are the your necessity but not the sufficient condition for the function to a positive real function, and they are written like that. If I said in simple words, the coefficient of the polynomial must be in real and positive. You have looked at here. See, in this slide I have said the coefficient of the polynomial must be real and positive. If I said this function has some coefficient, then it must be real and positive. The degree of the numerator f should not be exceeded than equal to 1, not be equal to 1. So these are the some conditions of satisfying the Hartwig's polynomials, and some properties are there. So if I take some example, then it would be more clear to you. In the next class we are going to discuss some numerical problems to find out the given problem solution, and then it would be more clear to all of you. So now I'm going to stop my today lecture. Thank you.